Hey YouTube, back with an update here. I've got my storage racks, I guess you could say, for my metal built and installed. Very basic, nothing to get overly excited about. So I didn't do a build video on them. I mean, it's just some 2-inch angle iron that is bolted to the wall. Okay, same kind of, I don't know what the hell they're called. I've got the packages here. If you guys are interested in how that's attached, get this out of light. Power fasteners are called Power Stud. They'll hold up to 940 pounds. They're 3/8 by 2 3/4 inches. And that's about all it says on here that I care to talk about. Anyways, you just drill a hole in the wall, pound those in with a hammer, and then tighten the bolts up. So again, they're 41 inches. This piece of angle iron from there to the top. I didn't want to go too high because I'm 6'1" and extended here. I'm just tall enough on my tippy toes to grab the metal off and pull it off of there. I didn't want to go too low, because I'm going to have a car sitting in this area. I don't want to be fighting and potentially damage any vehicles that are sitting here next to it. Plus, this is plenty enough. I'm not a steel supplier. I just need some place to hold the material that I have, so it's not all over the damn floor. So this is, you can see the angle on here. These are 10-degree angles. So keep the metal from rolling off onto the floor. I didn't want to go too drastic with the angle on there because I didn't think it was necessary, number one, and number two, I think it would be a lot more difficult to pull the metal off of it. So as far as the weld's concerned, I just welded it across here, welded it across here, and then on this back side here, just a straight weld all the way across here. No cleanup, wasn't too concerned about how nice the welds were. Just needed to be strong enough, it is. And yeah, that's it. As far as the cost of material, these are hold on. These are 18 inches long from here to here. From here to there. As far as cost of materials concerned, I believe the 20-foot lengths of 2-inch angle cost me, I think it was like $30-something. I'll put an annotation up letting you guys know what the cost is, just because I don't remember. I can look it up in my invoices and my receipts. So that was per length. I had 2 full lengths of it, and I used 1 complete one, and then I used that piece. Actually, you know what? No, I'm wrong. Okay, I had some left over that I cut one of the full lengths from. Okay, out of the second bar, I cut the other 2 lengths, and all 4 of those supports and all 4 of these supports. I had to cut into this bar to get these other 4 supports. So basically, you're going to need at least 2 20-foot lengths, and you're going to have some left over. Not quite this much left over, because you'll have to subtract 41 inches off of this. Hope I'm not confusing you. Subtract 41 inches off of this, and that's how much leftover material you're going to have out of 2 20-foot lengths of it. And you really don't need to use, honestly, the 2x2 I think is a little bit of an overkill. I think it's going to be based on how much metal do you honestly think that you're going to put on there. Me, personally, I don't foresee too much metal sitting on there. Maybe as business picks up and I'm able to stock a bunch of the metal that I use all the time, a lot of that 3/4 inch square tubing and the 1 inch square tubing. there'll be a lot of that. I use it a lot. But outside of that, I mean, the metal that I'm using is this 3/16 plate. I can't get enough of that. But obviously it's not going to go on this rack. So, you know, it really depends. You know, I'm going to have a decent amount of tubing on there when I start building this over here, the rock crawler I'm getting ready to build, you know, because I got the roll cage. And, you know, if production picks up with people needing, you know, tubing fabrication done for their project vehicles, I do have my JD Squared Model 32 bender, then, you know, obviously I'll keep some of that tubing in stock, some DOM. But outside of that, I really honestly don't see myself having too much material up there. Again, it's just something to keep it off the floor. I don't know, I forget if I told you, 2 bolts. I could have done 3, honestly, but you know, it really doesn't need it. That's strong. If there's a weak point in it at all, it's a side to side. If I grab this, I could move it. I can move it side to side. Not really that way, but this way I can. And the reason being is that this side stops here when it butts up against there, but when I pull it this way, it just kind of twists this bar here in the center. It's not that it's coming off the wall, the metal is flexing. But that's a side load. You don't have side load on a storage rack. So it'll be more than fine. I'm 100% confident that I'm never going to have enough weight on that where it'll compromise that at all. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, you know, subscribe, send me a message, like the video, dislike the video, preferably not. Go like my Facebook page. The link's in the description. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.